Now, the practice of female genital cutting is condemned by the UN and many countries across the world, but it's apparently a common procedure in remote villages of Russia's North Caucasus region. RT's Medina Kwarchenova spoke with the investigative journalist who's uncovered the horrifying trend.
The outrageous practice of female genital cutting still exists in remote areas of Russia's Republic of Dagestan. This alarming finding was brought alive by a human rights group. The practice tends to be carried out on girls as young as 3, sometimes without an anesthetic and often in unsanitary conditions. It is supported by the community and some religious leaders, and locals do not view this practice as something out of the ordinary.
Сейчас в селе здесь делают женщинам обрезание? Девочкам именно, девочкам.
Да.
Здесь делают, да? У вас это обязательно?
Да, у нас, считается. По исламу надо резать.
То есть
как не считается по исламу, если не режет, девушка тоже обрезание, если не делает, она не считается мусульманкой.
А как вы к этому относитесь? Это нормально? Это положительно? Почему?
Потому что это надо.
I'm now joined here in the studio by Marina Akhmedova, who is a prominent Russian journalist and investigator who mainly focuses on Russia's North Caucasus republics. Now, she works closely with human rights activists in Dagestan and is familiar with this practice.
Marina, good afternoon. Can you tell us what struck you the most?
Women I talked to who went through this procedure in childhood said that their genitals were cut with devices used for cutting lamb's wool. Elderly and middle-aged women explain, and this is how it was explained to them when they went through it. That is, it is done so women do not cheat, to deprive them of sexual desires and to stop them having sex before marriage.
We talked to a gynecologist from Makhachkala who doesn't consider it a barbaric procedure. Take a listen.
This procedure doesn't harm women's health. None of the organs or any part of any organ is removed. I've never heard of any young woman complaining that her sensitivity has changed.
What is your reaction to that?
She talks about women. If a woman is 18 and can make her own decisions about her body, that's her business. But when this procedure is performed on little girls who cannot make such decisions and who are completely dependent on their parents, it is, in my opinion, a crime. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of those little girls. Imagine that your parents, who you trust and depend on, and who are supposed to love you, subject you to this act of physical and psychological violence.
Marina, thank you. And in response to alarming reports on the scale of this problem, lawmakers have proposed a bill making female genital cutting a criminal offense in the country, with up to 10 years in prison for those found performing the operation.